Hello, COMM 450 students. Welcome to week 1. This is Sister Higgins, and I hope that you're as excited for this semester as I am. I feel really strongly about the subject material that we are going to be learning this semester and how it can be applied to your personal life as well as your professional life. And I feel that my role as an instructor with BYU Idaho is to give you the tools to be able to succeed and to learn from this course. And your role is to work with those tools to be able to succeed. So if we work together, we'll have a successful semester. So I hope that you have taken the time to look over the syllabus and how this kind of describes more in depth about the purpose and the objectives of the course. So I just want to focus on the 3 major areas of study that we'll be focusing on: conflict theories, styles, and frameworks, managing conflict through negotiation, and third-party intervention in conflict management. And then also you can see here are the course objectives that as we're going through the semester, I want you to kind of keep these in mind so that you can see how you're learning to recognize conflict, how to manage conflict, and how we can resolve it. And also, I think another important part is to recognize conflict and how it can be constructive or destructive. So these are some points that you'll be able to recognize as you go throughout the semester. Also, as you're looking at week 1 and it talks about the overview, I want to make sure that you're looking at the overview section in each lesson throughout the week. So this is just a snapshot of the lesson 1 overview. So it talks about the outcomes and the competencies, and then it will have the list of activities. So make sure that you're looking at this overview page because it will kind of outline everything that's expected for the week and anything important that you need to pay attention to. And this kind of just goes into the activities of kind of your weekly to-do list so that you can mark those off as you're going so that you can see when you've successfully completed all of your assignments for the week. And it can kind of help you gauge how much time you're going to need to plan for the week. So this is also in the course, but how to succeed this semester. So to listen to the podcast, there's some helpful tips that are in the podcast. But I really liked how these were put together. So read the questions and conversations each week carefully. So if there's questions that are posed, make sure you're reading through them. Take notes on everything: podcasts, notes, chapter readings, discussions, anything that you have, make sure that you're taking notes on. It could help with understanding the terminology, and it could help prepare you for your quizzes and exams, but also it's something for you to help so that you're recognizing that terminology in your professional life and your personal life and being able to implement it. Pay attention to the differences in the book editions as it has the list of texts that you should have. Make sure that you're looking at those editions. And then use the practice quizzes to help you prepare for the exam. This can be very helpful, and it makes you feel a little bit more at ease before you're going into the exam. And then put a good effort into all lesson activities, especially the readings. And then spend time to really absorb the concepts you learn and apply them to your life. And I think that's the key. Apply these concepts to your life, and that will help you to be able to remember them and kind of solidify them in your brain. And one of the books that I love, I've used it in my professional life multiple times, is Leadership and Self-Deception. This was also a book that was required for my master's degree that we had to read. So this book we will be discussing next week. So it's important that you have this book read. So I just wanted to kind of give you the heads up now. You'll also see it in the course that you need to have it read, but I wanted to make sure that we addressed that so that you had the heads up. And then as you're going through the activities this week, I think that this was a great quote from Brother Embry on the value of vulnerability. He said, "Learning communities are so wonderful. If you can get a group of people who trust each other and can be vulnerable together, they can take those steps together. They can move into the darkness together and mutually support each other and learn together. And yeah, we're all going to be vulnerable, but we're all going to be vulnerable together and supporting each other. And so, if we can get that sort of community rallied around you, learning can be a wonderful experience. And this is in the podcast, so you can read this in his transcript. But I think this is a great way for us to start out this semester as a group and as a class, that we can all be moving forward together, where we all have vulnerabilities, and that if we're working together, then we can be strong together and we can support one another. And that's what the BYU learning model is all about. So if you have any questions, please take note that my office hours are Wednesdays from 8 to 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And you can feel free to email me, call me, or text me, and I will do everything that I can to help you succeed. So good luck this week. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.